Galactic Empire. The very name evokes a sense of scale unparalleled throughout the known universe. And under the genetic dynasty, Cleon I would unite the cosmos like never before. But what of the ships that made this dream a reality, such as the Trireme Class? Well, today we'll find out. Hello and welcome to a very special episode of Truth or Myth, a sci-fi series that dives into the history of any given topic using beta canon sources and my own imagination to fill in the gaps. In today's episode, we're taking a look at the Trireme Class as first seen in the hit series Foundation to better understand its place in that universe's history. Please note, I'm often asked to do Starship lore from other science fiction series and movies. Unfortunately, anytime I do, the viewership numbers never really justify the amount of work that goes into making said videos. But I thought I'd give it the old college try here once again, and if successful, yes, you can expect more ships from various other series in the future. Also, if you haven't watched Foundation yet, well, what are you waiting for? It's an amazing show with amazing world building, and I highly recommend it. But, as always, because this is just a video of a fictional sci-fi series, all information relayed should pretty much be taken with a grain of stardust and only considered a little bit of sci-fi fun. And so, with all that out of the way, let's begin. During the era of the 2000s, humanity would almost be lost to the galactic void. Wars, environmental catastrophes, and the ambitions of unstable political figures would all contribute to the destruction of the birthplace of humanity. But luckily, not all was lost. As technology progressed, so too did humanity's reach for the stars. And by the era of Exodus, humanity would begin the daunting process of spreading itself throughout the cosmos. At first, each planet would govern itself, setting up trade routes and carving out very different paths to one another. But once again, as always, as each planet's population grew, the greedy eyes of their rulers would set about the task of conquering these free and independent planets. Eventually, after much bloodshed, the Galactic Empire would be born. Historically speaking, the Galactic Empire would be ruled by a succession of emperors and empresses from a planet known as Trantor. The planet Trantor is situated as close to the galactic center as possible, and at its height, the planet was home to over 40 billion citizens. Also considered the cultural center of the known universe, Trantor was home to the best of the best when it came to scientists and engineers. Much of Trantor was covered by an outer shell, housing subterranean levels, where the skies and stars were artificially projected onto the domed shell. Trantor also contained what was known as the Star Bridge, a tether and a space elevator which connected the orbital platform above to the sprawling capital city below on the planet. A vital lifeline to the planet, the Star Bridge was heralded as the genetic dynasty's greatest achievement. By the 11,000 era Imperial, the Galactic Empire was in more turmoil than ever. Assassination attempts, war on every front, and the general threat to the galactic core and Trantor itself would force Emperor Cleon I to order a fleet of new starships to be constructed utilizing all the latest technology that Trantor had to offer within its design. And shortly thereafter, the Trireme Class would be born. Sitting at a length of 712 meters, the Trireme Class was designed to be operated by up to 1,000 loyal galactic superluminal officers and crew members. In order to achieve faster-than-light velocities, the Trireme Class would use what was known as a jump drive. A state secret, the jump drive would be operated by spacers, genetically bred humanoids capable of undergoing the rigors of faster-than-light travel without being affected by the discontinuity of the jumps themselves. All human passengers would be put into a form of hibernation during the jump to prevent a disconnect between human body and mind. Tactically, the Trireme Class would be armed to the teeth, containing a large array of weaponry including missiles and the dreaded neutron bomb, which Cleon I would use to force the entire galaxy to submit to his reign. The Trireme Class was also capable of atmospheric flight and combat. Aside from the Imperial jump ship, space aboard the Trireme Class was cramped by normal standards, with its main control center feeling more like a cockpit rather than a bridge. Barrack-style quarters would be included in the class to house military personnel, with each bunk doubling as a sleeping chamber. The entire might of the Trireme fleet would be brought to bear on any planet which refused Empire's rule, and as time went on, the genetic dynasty made up of clones of Cleon I would use Trireme-class vessels as a sword to keep the Galactic Empire safe and peaceful. By 12067 Era Imperial, all seemed well for the Galactic Empire, with Emperor Cleon XII even overseeing the mediation of minor disputes such as that between Anacreon and Thespis over mining rights of the Anthor Belt. But during these negotiations, Empire's fortunes would begin to turn, as terrorists believed to be from both of the aforementioned planets bombed the Star Bridge. Using nano-laced explosives to blow up a passenger car during its descent down the Star Bridge, the explosion would sever the Star Bridge from the station, causing it to fall planetside and cut a swath of destruction around the entire planet that left millions of Imperial citizens dead. In retaliation, Cleon XII would order the executions of both delegations from the Anacreon and Thespis homeworlds, aside from their direct ambassadors, and the neutronic bombing of both planets with the Trireme Class leading the charge. The decline of Empire thereafter, as well as the loss of spacers forcing Trireme-class starships to utilize jump gates for faster-than-light travel, would see the Galactic Empire decommission more and more ships of the class, and by 1239-2 Era Imperial, the superluminal Armada was merely a shadow of its former self. Created to unite the galaxy under the genetic dynasty, the Trireme Class would instead instill fear in the hearts of humanity all across the Empire, earning this class its fierce Warship place in Foundation history. Thank you for watching today's very special episode of Truth or Myth. What do you think of the Trireme Class and the historical narrative that I've created here? Do you want to see more videos on vessel classes and history as seen in the amazing Apple TV Plus series Foundation? Or maybe you have an idea for another sci-fi series you'd like to see me dive into? Well, leave your comments in the section below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, hitting that little bell icon so you won't miss a single video we release. Like I said in my intro, if this video does well, you'll definitely be seeing more like it in the future, so please share it around and help the channel grow. Speaking of helping the channel, want to help the channel restore order to the Galactic Empire through the genetic dynasty? Then consider becoming a channel member subscriber or a channel patron, both a major help that allows this channel to purchase resources and 3D models to keep it going. The link to both memberships is in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and remember, please respect and enjoy the peace.